Yo, what's good, YouTube? Today we are doing viewer confessions live, all right? Usually we never do these live. Actually, I do these live. What am I talking about? I don't know what's happening. Anyway, subscribe if you're new. Viewer confessions, we have 470 responses here. All right, first confession. When I goon, I'm saving it in a cup and I drink it every morning. By the way, tnickelss. This is not starting off well. It is what it is. I'm gonna keep going now. Thank you for submitting, bro. I appreciate it. When I was younger, like 2 or 3, I walked out in my back garden fully naked in my mom's boots, and I'm pretty sure they have a picture of it somewhere as an embarrassing memory. We still up though. All right, bro, at least you're still up. I once got my hand stuck so far down the toilet, they had to call the fire department. Okay, why is your hand even down the toilet? Like, first off, what's happening? What do you mean, I hate when that happens? When does that happen? What do you mean, like, I hate when that never happens? Once I went to school and my crush finally showed up after weeks of not seeing her because of summer vacation, and she sat in the cafeteria with her friends. I watched a 30-minute break till she got up, and after that, I stood up as fast as possible to get over where she was sitting. I straight up sniffed her seat in leg air. It smelled so good. I wish she would just let me sniff the twerk air as she always does in the hallway. Love you, T-nipples. Dude, what's happening? Are y'all like, I'm about to read 400 of these? Are we, is this serious? Oh my God. Oh, hell nah, valid. This is disgusting. Fake, real. All right, bro, we all do this. Yeah, bro, okay. Awesome, man, awesome. In the first year of high school, I was talking to this girl and it was really fun, but then her friends started gaining a bit of interest in me. And one time took me to a park where we made out, and then 2 weeks later, the girl I was talking to asked me out. She still doesn't know I made out with her friend. Damn, bro. Damn, wait, no, this is fucked. Like, chat, hold on, chat, W or L, this is kind of fucked. Relatable. One time I was letting my dog out to take a shit and it looked so scrumptious that I got, no. I was really bored in class once and I got the urge to beat it in my Bible, yeah, no. In my Bible class, you're beating in Bible study. Like, dude, no, we're done. I can't take it anymore. I need femboy summer nickels. No, dude, that's not happening. We're not doing femboy summer tnickelss. I don't know where that, no, bro, that's just not going on. Whenever I don't like my food that I get given, I throw it out to the foxes. And when they come close, I chase them and throw things at them because they're evil and disgusting. We have beef. tnickelss. Okay, thanks, man. Thanks, dude. Awesome, bro, awesome. All right. I'll admit it. I haven't. All right, I'll admit it, guys. I haven't. W censored. At least he censored it. I did. I got you, bro. I got you. At least I censored it. Nice. That's good. Hey, you know what? That's a good confession, bro. That's a great confession. Not relatable at all. No, we lost him, dude. No, that's bad. That's bad. When I was little, I used to never wipe. So when I'd get shit stains on my underwear. I'd throw it to the corner of my room, hide them. And after a while, my mom found it and took a picture and sent it to the family group chat. Dude, like, you deserve this. Like, what do you mean you're just... All right, I got no words for you, bro. I got no words at all for you, bro. Like, what's happening? This guy goes, I'm low-key a hater. Oh, shit, bro. No! I had a weird ass crush on this 4 out of 10 girl, and I don't know why I liked her. Maybe because she had a great body, I can't lie. So I confessed to her and shit, and we started making out. We did the deed, and I left her. A day after, she told her friends that she was pregnant and tried to get money from me. Dude, being a girl is like, it's like a tycoon. It's like a Roblox tycoon. Like, once you get pregnant, that's like free money for 18 years. You know, once that one tycoon just like goes away, like you just have another kid. So it's like, the money just never stops. This one time I was playing ranked Overwatch and I heard loud noises and screaming downstairs, so I went to go check what's going on. My grandma was on the floor bleeding, but since I was in the middle of a comp game and didn't want to get banned, I ran upstairs to keep playing and we won. Dude, what are you talking about? Dude, like, what? Like, no, for real. God forbid a man has hobbies. Oh, man. What? Bro, what is happening? I thought I was about to squirt, but I accidentally just peed on him. Dude, what are we saying? What are we actually saying? Wow. So I was talking to my crush at school and I accidentally shit myself and now she doesn't talk to me anymore. Dude, how do you just accidentally shit? Like, I don't know what you mean by you accidentally did that. I don't know how, is that even possible? You can't just do that. Never trust a fart. It's all good, y'all. Humanity is healing. It is what it is. I got caught by the fire department getting freaky in a hotel staircase. Getting freaky in a hotel staircase, bro. All right, thanks for sending that in, bro. When I was 10, my first bus was in the same room as my parents, and it ended up staining their sheets that they until now still use. So every time they use it, they see a yellow spot and didn't yellow. What yellow? What do you mean yellow? Oh my God. No, what's happening? Yellow? I'm gonna keep going, bro. But you stay safe, man. You stay very safe. Yo, T-Nuclear, I once gooned, stay with me, okay, for an hour straight, and it was so hard to finish, so I opened up Instagram, and the first thing I saw in the reels was Sandy from SpongeBob. That was kind of embarrassing, but you know what happened. Oh no. I like to piss on my hands, so every time I shake hands with someone, I know I assert dominance over them in some sort of manner. It's like a dog marking its territory. You're a freak show. What do you mean you're like, what do you mean you just like to assert dominance over people? Like, dude, no, what's wrong with you? You're just a freak show. He's on to something, is he? Is he on to something, y'all? Noted. We all do this. Alpha mentality. All right, bro. I met this one girl online and we both lived in different continents and she's so touch deprived. I just talk freaking with her to keep her happy and she sends me hella money. Sometimes I feel guilty, but hey, man, don't hate the player, hate the game. Nice. Hella money, man. Awesome, bro. Wow. Easy money, dub. Nice, bro. What? Sometimes when there's no food at home, I eat the cheese from the mousetraps. Yo, thanks. Nice, bro. That is sad as fuck, man. Down horrendous. You gotta do what you gotta do, bro. Honestly, I don't hate him, bro. You can't, man. And he like signatured it, so awesome, bro. Let's keep going. I pinch my ass crack hairs and pull them out and sniff the crusty. Yo, dude, that's disgusting. I'm not gonna lie, if you signed it, I would ban you from the chat, bro. This is bad. I go to a boarding high school and I was mad at one of my dorm friends. So I got some scissors and cut my pubes on his bed. He found out and now they call me puby. Dude, you deserve that. What are we talking about, puby? Like, what's... Wow, puby. All right, dude. Nice, man. I was scrolling through X and found this one baddie to beat it to. I kept on gooning and gooning for months till one day she confirmed she was a man. And after that, I kept gooning to her even more. What, like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, yo, this is like, what's even going on? Come on, bro. Some of y'all gotta start signing these. I don't know, bro. Relatable AF. One time I took a dump in the back of class because the whole teacher said I couldn't go to the bathroom. Now, what's up with teachers being like, you can't use the bathroom? I don't even blame you for this one, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I don't blame you at all for this one. It is what it is. Like, you can't say I can't go to the bathroom. You can't take my bathroom privileges away. You can't. I can't lie. It started when I was 5. I was low-key at the mall with my parents and shit, you know. We went into Ross or whatever, and I had to take a massive shit. So, you know what I did? I shit in between the clothes, and some of them got doo-doo stains. We dipped out of there. Hashtag relatable. I don't know what you're talking about. One time I was at the airport, and I was charging my phone, and there was an old man there, too. So I was going with my mom, and I tried to unplug my charger, and I accidentally unplugged his, too. And his phone fell to the ground, and he was trying to get me, and he tripped and fell, so I was scared and I just ran where my mom was. You know what? At least it's not gooning. At least it's not gooning or anything relating bodily fluids. Yeah, nice. Yeah, like, no bodily fluids, no gooning. So nice. W confession, bro. Awesome, man. My parents grounded me, so I shit in their bed and blamed the dog. Like, you see how we go from non-gooning back to immediate gooning? You know what I'm like? Just immediate gooning, just straight to it, man. So one day I was at my cousin's house and I was like 11, and my other cousins were my age except for like 3 of them who were like 5 or 6. We were playing tag, so I started chasing him and he fell down the stairs. I panicked and locked myself up in the toilet and I started hearing him cry. The parents rushed to me. I had to go to the hospital. 5 years later, I don't know why, but he never snitched and we're cool and nice. I mean, cool. That does always happen. Sometimes you get like, you're playing with your cousins and you push a motherfucker too hard and they get to crying and then you got to shut them up before you get, you know what I'm saying? You got like, yo, stop. Like, what are you doing? Like, be quiet. Nice though. W cousin, man. W cousin. Every weekend I hear my sister getting banged in the next room by her boyfriend. Oh my God, W sister, like, yo, what's up, bro? I was beating it before we went out for a dinner and I was taking too long to clean up, so I decided to no. I decided to nut on my hand and lick it off and what? No. We're not doing that, dude. We're not doing that. And then this guy just goes, I love femboys. By the way, I'm kind of busy right now. I might do it later. I don't know though. Dude, who do you think you are? All right, you know what? Keep going, bro. I sent pizza to this person's house because they stole my loot on Fortnite. What are you talking? Because they stole your loot on Fortnite. You send them a fucking pizza. All right, bro. One time during break of 2023, I was going through a really rough time and it was so bad and I considered taking my own life and I really hadn't found anything fun or worth doing at all. But then I found your streams and you actually made me feel happy and laugh for once, and I really enjoyed life at that time. So I'm really thankful for you doing what you do, and it's really brought me out of one of the hardest parts of my life, tnickelss. Yo, thank you, bro. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, bro. That's actually like the first like normal one out of 100 or whatever. Yo, W's in the chat, bro. I appreciate you, man. I'm glad you're doing good right now. Make sure you guys are getting help, though. Seriously, if you're in a dark place right now, like genuinely get help, because a lot of people have been DMing me, and I'm not airing any DMs out, but like a lot of people are like going through some rough shit right now, bro. So I make sure you guys get help. Seriously though, like, if you got to get help, get it in whatever way you can. One time I was down so bad I had to stroke it out to anything, and my homegirl was sending me snaps that day. So I opened the snaps and started stroking to them and accidentally snapped back a pic of my to her while I was mid-stroke. Then she sent me a text after I finished. I realized what had happened. Turns out her and 3 of her homegirls were all together and they all saw my shit. So the next day at school, I saw them all. Long story short, my PE teacher... What? What do you mean, long story short? The PE teacher just touched you. What is happening? Like, dude, that doesn't make any sense. Absolute cinema. Dude, what are you saying? W chatter. Oh, all right, bro. Long story short, all right, dude. I have a scar that looks like I got stabbed by a knife. That's what I told people, but I actually got stabbed by a fork by my mom. Dude, are you okay? Oh my God. I hope you're good, bro, but stay safe, man. I was on a school field trip, and keep in mind that I go to an all-boys school. On our way home from the trip, I asked my friend as a joke if I could suck his... Dude, what? Then the conversation elevated and shit. We was on a stopover and decided we'd actually do it out of curiosity. We both talked about it, and we said 1 stroke only. Then we hit the restroom and actually did it. And then we got back to the bus like nothing happened. Dude, I don't know what you're talking about. But stay safe. Yeah, what do y'all think about this confession? Would y'all ever just out of curiosity, like, never mind, I'm gonna keep going. Don't answer that. I'm dating this guy and I truly love him. Like, he met my parents, I met his family, but I've kind of, but I have kind of been, fuck it, Reed, what are you doing? I'm dating this guy and I truly love him. Like, he met my parents, I met his family, but I've been kind of crushing on his homeboy. I know it's bad, but I don't know how to stop, and I don't want to break up with him. Anyways, I'll probably get over the tiny crush. My ex is coming, so I'm gonna be up all on my boyfriend. Wow, dude. Wait, now, what do y'all feel about this one? Nah, this is crazy. Girlfriend. Fuck ass bop. Man. Okay, so I was at this game a few years back, and I swear I almost gooned to LeBron. Dude, the dude drove right past me and I had this insane urge to just touch his hair. Like, not pull it or anything, just a little boop. I know, I'm totally weird, but it was like an out-of-body experience. Thank God I kept my hands to myself, though. Probably would have gotten tackled. Dude, I don't know how to react to this one. Nice, I guess? Nice. Gooning to LeBron is so relatable. This might not sound real, but just listen. My confession is one time in 5th grade. Keep in mind, I was in 5th grade. So I was like really young and I didn't know any better. My friend gave me all of his mom's personal information. I don't know why, but I went to an adoption website and put in all of his mom's info. And about a week later, a newborn baby and his foster parents showed up to his house just to check out the place to see if they wanted to adopt them. And when my friend's mom opened the door, they had to tell them they didn't want the kid. I'm so sorry for what I did. Dude, what? You can't just, I don't think that's even how it works. You can't just put that in. You just put in information and next thing you know, you like, what? Wow. What is happening, bro? I might do that too. All right. Fuck you mean that's a W prank. Oh, man. I gaslit a chemistry classmate into thinking potassium, metal, and water made banana flavoring. I went to the bathroom and on my way back, you blew the glass up. What the fuck? You blew the glass up. What the fuck? That might be the best confession of today. That might be the best one. Blew the fucking glass up. All right, bro. Nice, man. That might be the best one for today, bro. I'm gonna keep going though. W prank. I got 3 jars of no, stay safe. One day my homie was over and I asked if we could have a foot fight, but then he left and filed a restraining order on me. City boys still up though. City boys are still up. In fact, we're still up. I suck toes for a living. Stay very safe. Me and my girl had sex during the NBA YoungBoy concert. Don't know how you did that, but that's awesome, bro. One time I sharted right before I was gonna get the time of my life with this girl, and I told her I had to go because my refrigerator was still running, and I immediately booked it home. Like, that's the best excuse you can give. Your refrigerator was still running, and you booked it home. One time I went on a blind date, and things were going well, and she had a sexy tone of voice. There was a glory hole, and I started cracking this. It was the best. Dude, and then I opened the door. It was my homeboy with a voice changer. What are we? No, you're not even like making sense anymore. One time at a sleepover, I clogged my friend's toilet so bad it started overflowing, and I had really bad diarrhea. This doesn't sound real, but it was my worst nightmare come true. It leaked all over the floor, and I had to clean up with paper towel. No, dude, that's bad. That's the worst. That might be worse than like if you know, everyone knows if you shit in a school, it's bad, right? But dude, if you shit at your friend's house and fuck the toilet up, dude, that might be worse. That genuinely might be worse. That's bad. That's a terrible experience. Because what can you even do in this situation now? Oh man, that's good. Hi T, I almost infected myself with E. coli in my microbiology class. I went home after class and I started sweating profusely. My head started throbbing and my stomach cramped like never before. I shit for what felt like an eternity. Anyway, tnickelss. All right, bro. Hey, have a good day, man. tnickelss, bro. Have a good day, man. I had this mad baddie teacher, Spanish woman, bad AF. I found her Instagram and stalked her Instagram, and this one pic I gooned so hard to it, no regrets. While I was gooning, I liked the picture by accident, and I was stopped after class and asked why I was on her Instagram. I got suspended for my response. Dude, what are you saying you got suspended? Why did you say that? Wait, also, like, why would you get called? Like, if you happen to like her Instagram photo, would you actually get called by the teacher? Like, hey, why did you like my post? Like, you're on Instagram. You know what I mean? Was that, I'm kind of curious. Like, is that like a violation? Like, if you like your teacher post, like say your teacher post and you just like the post, like, is that like an issue? Yeah, it's against the rules. Really? It's yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's if it's a public account only on school grounds. Interesting. It's still against the rules. Huh. Yeah. All right, let's keep going now. This guy just put his screen time on the confession form. TikTok 78 hours, jerkmate 44 hours, AI chatbot 102 hours, flashlight 3 minutes. Thanks, bro. Last month I had a job oh, my bad. Last month I had a review and it went really well because I got the and I was so excited I texted my friend the news, or so I thought. She never replied, but I didn't think much of it. The next day we were talking, she said, you should have told me. I told her I did, and I went to screenshot the text, but it wasn't there. That's when I realized I didn't send it to her. I sent it to the hiring manager, and the message wasn't just, I got the it was a lot worse because I said, what do you want for dinner? Hard eat. Oh no, it wasn't for them. It was for my friend. Wow. Wait, that's like a real confession, bro. Did you still get the job afterwards or nah? Wait, I feel bad. Like, dang, bro, that sucks, man. Did you still get the job? We gotta know. All right. 2 years ago, I was talking to this girl and we were sending hot videos of each other, and because it happens that it was a he, and now I'm attracted to female and feminine men. Oh, I mean, at least I guess he found himself. I mean, nice, bro. One time I made out with my ex-boyfriend, but the lights were off, and I swear to God, this guy was making out with my chin. Then he asked me if I liked it, and I said yes because I felt bad for him. But that was one of the worst makeouts of my life. Hey, so my aunt has dementia and she used to pay me to clean her house, but most times the house was clean already, so I wouldn't have to do anything. But she would still pay me and sometimes forget she paid me already and paid me $100 again. So I would be going home with like $300 every weekend and no one ever found out, but fuck her, she a bitch anyway. Oh my God. You're just scamming your family, dude. Like, yo, what's going on, bro? You're just scamming your family. What? Bro, what are we doing? No, bro. Like, this is what I'm talking about. This right here. Like, and you just want me to keep reading these. I'm not just gonna keep reading these. What are we doing? Are we dead ass? Oh my God. It's just like, keep reading these. Like, go, just keep reading. I'm not gonna do this. Not a confession, but just want to tell you my favorite streamer. You're genuinely funny. Keep up the good work, handsome. Yo, thank you, man. I appreciate it. We got a nice, normal chat. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate it, man. So basically, I was flirting with my bus driver the last 2 weeks of school, and we cracked in the bus because my bus stop is last. All right, dude. I went to the restroom and I heard someone grunting hella loud. I peeked through the stall and some kid was beating his shit. I texted some of my friends to meet me in the restroom, and we all got wet paper towels and threw it over the stall. Later in the day, we heard him talking about some random dudes that threw paper towels and that he was simply shitting and not beating it. Yo, what? Oh my God, bro. When I was in primary school, I had this autistic girl in my class. She was really annoying, and at the time I didn't know what autism was. One day we figured out that if we were told we were going to snitch to the principal, she would apologize no matter what we did. So one time she was being really annoying during class, making noises and shit. So while nobody was looking, I socked her in the face. She started crying and I whispered in her ear, "If you tell anyone about this, I'm going to snitch on you to the head teacher," even though she did nothing. Mind you, I was a really good student. So I just told people she hurt herself and I was helping and everyone believed me. Obviously, I really regret that now, but I low-key felt powerful. Billy Bobsy out. What do you think you are, socking people in the face? And then, and then saying, all right, you know what, bro? Thanks, man. I gooned to your treadmill cam last stream and I would do it again. 10 out of 10 recommend. And just like that, there's going to be no more treadmill cams. Thanks to this guy. Thanks to this guy right here. No more. tnickelss punched me in the throat back when we were still in school. If you remember this story, that's hilarious. But I know this is actually not the guy that I actually punched in the throat. But this is hilarious, though. This is... How did you remember that? Like, who sent this in? How did you remember this? Dude, I told that story one time. Literally one time. What if it's actually the guy? No, like, yo, what if it's actually the guy, though? That'd be fucking hilarious. Abuse. This guy goes, abuse ain't funny. Motherfucker, you don't even know the story. You don't even know the story. He didn't get abused. All right, come on. I once prayed to God for the girl that I like to leave her boyfriend, and it worked, but she didn't want anything with me. That's so sad. That's so sad. So when I was a kid, my cousin got a new dog, and when she was at school, I'd play with it. One day, I thought it'd be a good idea to put it in my backpack, but I also forgot that I had it there. And by the time I went home, the next day, I didn't see the puppy, so I'm pretty sure it died. Oh my God. Oh no. What the fuck? That just like, man, you just like fucked the vibes up, bro. Like, damn. Well, you see, one time I was making Pop-Tarts and I saw this fly chilling on the counter. This fly was just minding its own business and well, I killed him. I just stared at his squished body for the next 5 minutes. The fuck did he do to deserve that? He wasn't bothering nobody. I was so fucking disappointed with myself. So I threw my Pop-Tarts in the bin. I bet that fly had a family. I mean, shit, when you think of it like that, like, that's sad. But I mean, bro, it's a fly. Like, you know what I mean? Like, bro, it's a fly. It is what it is. Like, fuck, man. Let's keep going now. One time when I was younger, I was touching a cactus and it gave me splinters. I beat the fuck out of it and turned it into a mush of green pulp on my backyard's ground. All right, dude. When I was in 9th grade, I was straight up too friendly. There was this guy, he was super, I'm talking super black, but he was still cute to me. I had this homeboy, let's call him Unibrow, and we was crushing on each other so bad. I was having this normal talk with the black boy's homeboy until I brought him up. I told his homeboy that he was cute, and his homeboy said that he was gonna put me on. Later after school, he texted me and shit, and we got to the talking stage. We were in an alternate school, so we ate. I'm in the gym because I'm too broke for a fuck ass cafeteria. But anyways, me and Black Boy would be. Why is he calling him? Why is she calling him Black Boy? What's even happening? Black Boy? Oh, anyway, me and Black Boy would be holding hands and shit during breakfast and lunch. It was going all good until Unibrow came to the school to finish an exam. I forgot to mention he got expelled from the alternative school and got sent to virtual. But anyway, he came to the gym and Black Boy was what the fuck are you typing? Sitting with his homeboy. Unibrow came up to me and gave me a big ass hug right in front of Black Boy. Black Boy never talked to me after that. I was crushing on Unibrow and Black Boy and some other tall Mexican. tnickelss though. That's not my fault with reading skills. This is just a grammar issue. Monk's first time reading. Dude, read this shit and tell me it makes sense. Bro, one day I was actually so hungry I checked the fridge and there was nothing but fucking junk. So next thing you know, I took a singular piece of bread and checked if we had butter to put on the bread. But of course there was no butter, so I decided to make my own. Butter. All right? I took a 20-minute goon session, saved the nut, and spread the nut all over the piece of bread. By the way, I have a picture of this. I sent it in the food form. And yeah, it was okay, but it wasn't the best. It was very silky. And with that, I'm done. No, I don't care. I'm done. No, I'm done. I'm done, guys. I don't know what. Wait, we saw that picture. Wait, that was real? No, I'm done. I don't care. No, guys, no more. I can't keep doing this.